Good morning, America. How are you? I said, don't you know me? Don't you know me? Good morning, everybody. It is 4:14 Monday, start of a new week. Time flies. I was listening to Mojo's live on TikTok. I believe it was TikTok. Robin was on there, so I was just kind of listening. And I said, Robin, I'm going to be going live on YouTube last night. It was kind of early. And then I started feeling a little dizzy. And I said, I got to go lay down. And boom, I was out for the count. And when I woke up, it was too early in the morning to come live. So I apologize for anybody that was waiting around for me and my sleepy butt to get on here and say hello to everyone. Good morning. I appreciate all the thumbs up, the hearts. Thank you so much, Stacy, for ordering a book. I really appreciate it. I really do. I'm starting to feel like a book salesman. I don't want to, but I have to. I really do. Quiet Journey. QuietJourney.tv. Someone out of the kindness of their heart is sending me a whole bunch of bumper stickers that say The Quiet Journey. This is my new documentary. I wish I knew how to say that right. My new little movie about my story. This is where you go see it right here. And yes, you can even buy a t-shirt or a hoodie. You really can. And 100% of the profits go to me so I can pay my bills and that kind of thing. Yeah, there's a link to both books. The Historian's Tale. This is on Lulu. And this book, huge achievement. This was breaking the glass ceiling right here because none of these people, none of the cabal want this story out. How big is my story? It's not getting credit for being big enough. That's for dang sure. It's being silenced, hindered, blocked, shadow banned, taken down. These people with all the money in the world don't want you to know they're freaking criminals. They don't. Well, thank you so much, Carol. Do me a favor, Lions. Hit that share button. Let's get my truth out to the world. If you go to the QuietJourney.tv, there's a share button. They just came out. This just came out. The movie just came out where I'm sharing my life story. That way I don't have to repeat it a million times. It just came out. There's a button they just put in to share it to your Facebook. Let's light up Facebook because Facebook, they're all the same. They're all paid for by the cabal and every other thing. They really are. How do I know that? Because I am one of the founders of Facebook. My ideas were stolen by the cabal. Who am I? This is me. Who is that? That's Doris Day and Brian Keith. And who am I in bed with in this picture? Doris Day and Brian Keith. I remember this very well. You know why? Because the cabal under MK Ultra told me this is my new mommy and daddy. If you can see this picture, screenshot this picture, whatever you need to do. Sorry about the glare. Compare this to the famous photos of me as a child. Even Hollywood stole my identity. That's Richard Steele. This is a real photo. Brian Keith, Richard Steele, Doris Day, Richard Steele, and Brian Keith. You imagine what I did with my mama at that young age? Anyway, I am in bed with Doris Day. The best photo to compare this to is the one where I am in the helicopter. And there's thousands of photos, but you can search John Fitzgerald Kennedy Junior in a helicopter. And you're going to see me. That picture is before my father's execution, a public execution for the whole world to see. This is after my father's public execution. They wanted me to be a Hollywood movie star. I was in the show Green Acres. I was in the show 1 Adam 12. They stuck my head and greased my head like a pig in 1 Adam 12. I think I was in 1 Adam 12 twice anyway. I was in the show Emergency. I was fucked up in both shows. All 3 times they fucked me up in both shows. Anyway, Green Acres. Gotta love it. My 3 Sons. That's right. I was in the show My 3 Sons. And a few other shows. The name Richard Steele. That's me, the real John Kennedy Jr. Are they going to tell you that? No, they're still trying to lie about it. But look at the picture. Compare the picture. See how I look retarded? Well, that's what they told me. The cabal love control. Panda eyes? Yeah. Hello. Y'all know what that means? I hope you do. Anyway, please compare. You lions, thank you so very much. You all are so awesome. My story is so big, they don't want it out. They don't. So I need the help of all you lions to hit the share button. Help me get it out. I love Mary Maxwell. I really do. She came here. She wanted to prove me wrong that I'm not the John Kennedy Jr. And after she was here visiting for 3 days, she said, "You are who you are." I am who I am. I'm John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr. Why don't I look like the other John, the whole world news, Mr. Pretty Boy? Because I was kidnapped. I was replaced. They gave me new mommy and daddies. All kinds of movie stars. Hollywood is our CIA, people. Yes. 100%. Anyway, I'm trying to expose what they do at the top. And I'm not a rat. I'm a whistleblower. These people screwed me over. They screwed my loved ones over. I want justice. I do. And people are blind to what they do. It's all freaking lies. I'm exposing all their lies. What's the biggest lie in my lifetime? They're all so big. They're all so huge. I was replaced. I was kidnapped. I was replaced. And when they did all this, they have no mercy for what they do. These people run our country. These people are placed in our government to run our country. And they're running our country, and they're keeping us in bondage. Their bullshit is fucking huge. It's fucking huge. But they want it huge because they're at the top. They want us to be stupid and not know the truth. It's a regime. It's no better than Russia, China, any other regime. It's no better. The United States of America is a regime. They keep quiet the truth all the way to our mainstream media. They don't want you to know the freaking truth, so they hide it. You don't think Fox News, ABC, CBS, and all of them, you don't think they fucking know my story? Yeah. They just kind of put it aside because they can't handle the truth. They can't handle me exposing the presidents of the United States as the cabal crime ring. Oh, God, don't say nothing bad about fucking Donald Trump. Not that cabal member. Because people have believed the bullshit for so long. I was talking to him on the phone a couple of days ago, and this is a Trump supporter that wanted to, and it's like, don't get me wrong. They're all the cabal. Every single one of them, because before you go vote, organized crime, the syndicate, the cabal, whatever you want to call it, that run the United States of America, puts them in place. How many other candidates do you hear about? You don't. You got 2 parties. You got the Democrats and the Republicans. before you even go vote. They're building these cabal members up because they have them under control, whether it's MK Ultra or whatever. It's freaking huge. So why does your vote matter? It doesn't matter. Your vote does not matter. Anyway, beautiful Mary Maxwell. I get sidetracked so much, people. And once again, I was going to go live last night, and I fell asleep. I just couldn't do it. I was dizzy. And anyway, beautiful Mary Maxwell. She said, John, you need to talk about the future. Where are we going in the future? And I was like, yeah, we do need to talk about the future. You're so right. But here's the thing. People need to understand the past before they can understand the future. They need to know all the lies, all the murders, all the deception of these people, what they've done to John Kennedy Jr. in the past before we can move forward. We need to wake people up. So that's going forward. Waking people up to the past of what's going on now. That's moving forward. That's the future. What would I like to see happen? I've always planned ahead. I was trained by the best of the best at the top. I was trained by the cabal. No bullshit. I know how they operate. I know they're satanic cults. You don't think they tried to fill my head with its blood only? It's all that matters is blood in and blood out. There's wars to take over. I've seen a lot of people unalived. I have. And a lot of them were my mother and my sister and my aunts and my uncles and my cousins and things. What is the JFK files? That is the JFK files. They don't want you to know it's a mob war. It's organized crime to take power of the United States. You all see these mob movies, what people will do, these old mob movies, what they'll do just to sell alcohol and every other thing. Well, it's the same thing in government. It is. The United States of America running the show is the big prize. We let organized crime get in the White House in World War II. We went to the mafia for help. God, we fucked up then. We let the door open. We let the door open for all the syndicate, and they're blood in, blood out. They are Satan worshipers. They are 100%. I've seen it, lived it. The devil will make you rich. They don't care about the next life. They care about the now. They don't mind unaliving someone and building their family, the cabal, up. Can't sugarcoat things, people. I really, really can't, because that's what's going on in the United States government. It's all a circus. It's all a movie. It's all planned. But anyway, going forward, what do I want to do? What would I like to see for the future? I would like to see everybody in the world know what's going on. That's the first thing. People need to realize the cabal is running things. We've been lied to. You know, it takes a really big man, a really big person to admit, oh, fuck, we've been lied to. It really does. It hurts to know you believe something your whole life, and then all of a sudden, wham, it's all fucking lies. You were standing out there on a corner holding the sign saying, go fucking Trump. And it's all fucking lies to keep you enslaved. Our CIA, false flags. If you know what a false flag is, it's when somebody does something to somebody else, whispers in somebody's ear, hey, this person did that. Hey, this person did this. Next thing you know, they're fighting with each other. You did this, motherfucker. You did that, motherfucker. False flags. Yeah, it's big time, huge. So moving on to the future, everybody needs to know. Everybody needs to wake up. That's why the quiet journey. Please go there. Somebody is sending me a lot of bumper stickers. Many, many bumper stickers. If you want to help share some bumper stickers, if you want to pass out bumper stickers in your city, in your hometown, so we can get this story out world, message me. Write me. You know, buy a t-shirt, buy a book, so I can put some bumper stickers in an envelope and send them to you. It's all cost money, time, and every other thing, but we need to get the truth out. So these bumper stickers say thequietjourney.tv. People can go to The Quiet Journey and they can watch the movie. It explains all. You haters, these people that are hating, oh, you can't be the real John Kennedy Jr. Why? Because you're not smart enough to understand it. Basically is what it is. You've been brainwashed too bad to understand that I'm the real John Kennedy Jr. We can wake so many people up if you hand out bumper stickers. Somebody said, but I don't have a car. Well, you know what my reply was? Go stick one on the door of the FBI. I'm not trying to hide. I don't know if that's vandalism or not, but let's see him take you to a court of law for sticking a quietjourney.tv bumper sticker on the front door of the FBI. How hardcore is that? Simple little, I don't know what you want to call it. I don't even know if it'd be a crime. I really don't. But it would wake some people up to the truth that they are covering up the truth. So anyway, please get a hold of me. I will be happy. I might be getting some today. So the sooner we get the story out, the truth out, ask me for some bumper stickers. I'll put them in an envelope and send you some bumper stickers to share to the world. You know, I got enough lions in New York, Colorado, Florida, all over the United States, right here in Arizona, California. Ask me for some bumper stickers. I'm going to contact the trucking companies and say, hey, I've been a truck driver my whole life. Can I put my stickers on the back of your trailer? They're all going to say no. So you might see them on trucks, so on the back of trucks going down the highway. Because this story must get out. That's the future. My story must get out. And then I want to plan a trip. I mentioned this last year. Shit all fell apart, though. That's how they do it. That's how it works. I wanted to take my book, Stolen Identity, for a motorbike ride across the United States and place my book on my father's grave in Arlington, Virginia. That's what I wanted to do. I was planning on it. Then my social media sites were taken down. My son died. Huge. Just kicked me right in the fucking teeth. So I could not do that. I still want to do it. I got a trailer out there with stickers of this. That trailer is a wonderful advertisement for me to pull with my truck, with my motorbike across the United States of America to wake the world up. It cost about $250 to get a sticker of this book on my trailer. I want this book on my trailer also. And I'm going to put quietjourney.tv bumper stickers all over my trailer too. There's not a whole lot of room left, but I got to do what I got to do. So I still want to go back east as a rolling billboard. That's what, to wake people up. So, yeah, moving forward, I want to wake people up. That's my goal. That's my whole life now, is to say, hey, I'm John Kennedy Jr. You see what the government did to me? Not only did they unalive my father, they unalived my whole family. Now we're going back to the past again, but oh well, you got to go to the past to wake people up for the future. They kidnapped me. They tortured me. They did rude sex acts with me over and over and over again. Richard Steele. Not only did they steal my name, John Kennedy, they gave me a new name, and that new name was Richard Steele. And then, bam, around the age of 9 or 10, just like when they replaced me, they replaced Richard Steele too. Huge cover-ups, what I'm exposing. I had a new mommy in 1975. I had a new sister in 1975. Why? Because they used identity theft. So the past has to be known before we can get to the future of waking people up. So the future for me is moving forward on these things to wake people up. Then what do we got to do? Wow, you hear so much things. Civil war. War is fucked up, people. I've seen war. I was in this Black Ops Special Forces when I was a child. I was a little older than that right there. And you know where I went? Vietnam. Yeah, I shit you not. What was I doing in Vietnam? I was with a CIA Special Force Task Force. We were going places we weren't supposed to go. You know what they told me? Shut the fuck up or we'll kill you. I learned as a child. You know what else they told me? They handed me a little pocket knife. They said, go cut off those ears off those dead bodies. I learned at a very young age. They kept teaching me. They kept building me up. I've seen a lot of shit. I'm lucky to be alive with all the shit I've seen. And I'm sharing it with you. And I'm begging you and praying you to share it so we can move on to the future. What is the future? For me, if we can get enough people to realize, look at what these people have done to John Kennedy Jr. Look at our media that's covering John Kennedy Jr. up. Look at the people in government, the past presidents, from Bill Clinton that was best friends to Donald Trump that was best friends with the man that stole my identity. These were relatives. Hello? Picture will tell you 1,000 words. So you got a man that stole my identity. He replaced me. Why did he replace me? Because he's laundering all this fucking millions of dollars to the mob. You think Jackie Kennedy really would have lived in New York City? She had ranches and horses. She loved horses. But not after 1975. She moved to a little apartment in New York City. Why? So the mob could control her. So they could, she wasn't a real Jackie anymore. Why do you think the John Kennedy Jr. you knew lived in New York City? All that money, because it wasn't their money. They were being controlled by the fucking mafia. That's why. My mother would have been in a nice house, had horses running around the front yard with green grass and a big white fence. That was my mother. Not an apartment in New York City. Thank you very much. Anyway, so what are we going to do? Well, first, if we're moving forward to the future, we got to wake people up to what's really going on. Do we need a civil war to get rid of all these evil cabal members that are billionaires that have their foot in the door? No. We just need the masses of people. We, the people. Our forefathers gave us the right to get rid of these people because they knew it was going to happen. Our founding fathers knew corruption and all about corruption and evilness and greed. Well, they gave us the right to tell them, go away. We don't want you anymore. But we need the masses to do that. We don't need a civil war. We don't need to go in there with our ARs and freaking everything and say, get the fuck out of our government. No. We just need millions of people to say, I'm tired. I'm tired of you motherfuckers taxing me, sending our money. You know, you leave us fucking homeless. You got veterans of the United States of America living in fucking gutters and the sidewalk. Our health care for our veterans sucks. The flow of drugs coming over for our children, our school system, blah, blah. I'm not supposed to say blah, blah, blah. Robin's told me that doesn't sound good. But are you getting it? Are you getting it? That's where I want to go with the future. I want to be a spokesman for child trafficking. What are all these child trafficking, what, all these thousands and thousands and thousands of kids in the United States of America going missing? Who do you think's behind that? This is me as a child. Do you see me in this picture with my mother, Jackie Kennedy Onassis, or my father, John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr.? No, you see me with Hollywood actors, Doris Day and Brian Keith. And look at the photo very fucking closely. I am in the middle of their fucking bed. I love Doris Day. She was a wonderful actress. She really was. But the cabal at the highest freaking level. Hello? Little John Kennedy Jr. in bed with Doris Day. Compare that. You don't believe me? Just compare that picture to me and the one with the helicopter. There's thousands of photos out there of me as a child. They're trying to cover this up in Hollywood. They're trying to cover that is little John Kennedy Junior right there. They are going out of their way to cover it up. Why? Because they're all guilty. All they have to do is follow the billions and billions of dollars that they stole. Who has the power to do that? Our FBI, our Secret Service? How about our CIA? Just to follow the money trail? It's huge. There's 10 miles wide of freaking money that they stole from the Kennedy family. I'm saying, hey, they replaced my family in 1975. Well, where did all that money go to? It's that simple. Where did the millions of freaking dollars go to? Actually, it was billions that was spread out to the cabal. They have these members in the crime families. And when they're members, they get the trickle downs. If something big happens, like the unalivement of my mom and all these billionaires, it gets blooded out. It might not be much to the little soldiers out there, but that's how it works, people. So anyway, I want to be a spokesman for child trafficking and wake people up to the fact organized crime in the cabal use identity theft to make their money. I've seen on mainstream media, this has been a while now, organized crime doesn't exist. We cleaned it all up. Well, hello, you're a part of the organized crime right there for not sharing the truth to the people, for keeping the truth silent from the people that there is organized crime, and they're running the mainstream media. They're running Hollywood. They're running the sporting events. I learned it a long time ago that they get these little college coaches and everything in the, for sports. They'll have them commit a murder or something just so they can place bets and win. And then, it's huge. America, oh, we got to go to a football game. Oh, go Raiders or go freaking Pittsburgh Steelers. It's all fixed, people, so they can buy your freaking tickets, make their fucking money. And I won't say blah, blah, blah no more. But that's just how it is. Everything we do is controlled by organized crime. So we got to wake them up. I don't know. I just don't know. I like to plan ahead for the future. I would love to be on some kind of board committee of putting good people in our government that care about we, the people. We got to take our country back. If we want to make America great again and drain the freaking swamp, we got to drain them all. Whether it's Biden or Trump, we got to get rid of them all. We do. We got to put some good, hard-working, God-fearing people, We're not allowed to do fucking anything because the cabal have taken over. We need to use common law, common sense. If you aren't hurting fucking nobody, do it. We don't need all these laws to stop and hinder us from doing things. We don't. Let's change the system. We got way too many laws that aren't enforced now. Let's use the common sense law. Hey, you steal from somebody, you get your fucking hand cut off. That might be a little extreme, but maybe not. It's done in other countries. It really is. It really, really is. And they get away with it. And they're up there in power. I'm saying, hey, and we're going back to the past. I'm trying to speak about the future of America, but you got to go to the past to speak about the future. Because what is our future? I'm saying, hey, I want justice for my mom. I saw my own mother shot 3 freaking times. Everybody on here, probably everybody, has seen my father's brains explode in the back of that car. Well, how about we get justice for that? Because we're not getting any now. My mom was shot 3 times. I saw my mother lying in a puddle of blood. But then I had a new mommy. Why? Because they use identity theft. So that's the past. But what are we going to move forward? Because nothing's being done about it. Hello? This was 60 years ago that this started in my life about my father being unalived And then the quiet war where all these people were being unalived and covered up by our very own government. But these people still are in government. They're still keeping it quiet because it's their family, it's their bloodlines that are controlling us. So we gotta wake people up by the millions, people. That's my goal. That's my dream. Millions and millions and millions of people. Go see my video, The Quiet Journey. Wake up. If there's haters that don't believe this story, have them go here. If they still don't believe, fuck them. There's no help for them. There really ain't. Don't even waste your breath on them anymore. Don't even. It's not worth it. Because they're too brainwashed, too freaking lost, have been lied to so many times. They believe those lies and can't wake up to the truth. Anyway, lions roar. The future is ours. But we got to wake people up. A simple share. Use the tools and means that we have. And I'm getting a whole bunch of bumper stickers, people, that say The Quiet Journey. And I'm hoping these young people that never even heard of John Fitzgerald Kennedy Junior, our president that was killed by the rulers of this country. Yeah. I hope they wake up and say, wow, they did that. Well, that's affecting us to this very day. If the bad guys are still in office, if the bad guys are still controlling the Senate and Congress and every other thing, all the way to placing the presidents of the United States in power. So let's wake some people up. Use me as an example. Look what they did to John Kennedy Jr. They put him in Hollywood, and then they stole his career. Yeah, and they did much more too, people. I've learned quite a bit, and hopefully I'll be sharing more stories in the future. Let's get the truth out, please. I'm asking you. I'm asking you. I'm begging you. Blow that whistle. Share my story. Have a wonderful new week. But yeah, once again, send me a message. Say, I live in Ohio at blah, blah address. I want some bumper stickers. I'll hand them out. And let's make this story go world. Let's get it to go viral. It's worthy of a viral video. I'm right here. I'm not hiding. I'm not just showing you my freaking big toe saying, hey, I'm the real John Kennedy Jr. or nothing. No bullshit. I'll tell you how it is. Y'all have a wonderful, blessed day. I might go get me a puppy dog today. I might go get Robin a puppy dog today. Yeah. We were looking at dogs on the internet that have been in shelters for a while and are on death row. So we might just go save one and bring it into our family. So, yeah, you all have a wonderful, blessed day. Thank you so much for your love, blessings, and your cards. And I got a couple packages to send out. Oh, the real John F. Kennedy JR.com. It has the links, has the movies, it has the pendants, it has the links to the books. If you buy a pendant that's on there, you can read about it on there. It helps so much to help keep the story getting out. All love to you guys, you lions, you people that have blessed me and Robin. Thank you so much. Godspeed, people. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Peace.